Welcome back indeed. Welcome to West Catholic Live, a show about all the cool things happening here at West Catholic High School. I'm John Gonzalez, and joining me every week, it's my good friend, your friend as well, Mr. Tony Fischer. How you doing, Tony?
I'm well, John. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. As John said, it was an exciting day yesterday, and you saw from that quick video, super busy day. So lots of fun, and we're glad to see all the faces back in the building.
Super fun. It's been a great couple days yesterday, and of course today being day number 2. I was actually opening the door for some people, saying, "Hey, welcome to day 2. I'll be here every day this year." they kind of laughed at that. So West Catholic has been in the news the last day or so.
Couple times, I think.
Couple times, yeah, yes. For sure. Really fun. In case you missed it, we had an alum on campus to talk to some new students here at West Catholic.
Yeah, Casey Jones graduated. What did he say? 08 maybe, or
06, I think he said
something to that effect.
Yeah.
I think it was a little bit later, but either way, Casey was a great kid, and he's a great person. We saw him on the news many years on Wood TV, and he's still working for them. And kindly came out and shared a story about 4 students who have joined us this school year from their home country of Ukraine. We're excited to have the 4 of them. They have been a delight since they've landed in Chicago, and some of the members of the team brought them here. So I know you've got a chance to meet with them a little bit and hang out. I definitely have had my opportunities. They're teenagers just like the kids here, but they have quite a story to share. So
they sure do, folks. And if you want to see Casey's story on Channel 8, go to our Facebook page. Well, you're there now, right? Just scroll down the Facebook page or on our Twitter feed, and you will find the story of the link to Wood TV's website and Casey's story about our 4 Ukrainian students. And they're 4 of like 20 plus international students we have here on campus. And that's exciting to see kids from all over the world on campus learning, and, us being able to learn from them. And, we teach them a few things too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We joke sometimes, and there's certainly some truth to it, that many students grow up in the small West Side community. They go to their parish school and they come to West Catholic, and it's not often they experience something well outside of the bubble of West Catholic. And so when we can bring in those extra experiences and introduce students to some new things, it's always a great opportunity.
Well, folks, we have a busy show planned for you today. Yes, we're on the air. We have audio, thanks to our crew behind the scenes.
Thank you. Thanks, Jeff Bailey.
Mr. Bailey, Mr. Bailey back
one of the ones that went and picked up the students last week. That's why she wasn't with us. So
yes, can you hear me now? We have audio, so
she helped us get the audio.
She did. Nellie's like, I don't know the problem. I was gone. There was no audio. I'm back. There's audio.
Yeah,
so
all of a sudden,
there you go. Now you know what the problem was.
A woman's touch.
Like I said, we have a busy show for you. We have a new podcast we are going to be telling you more about later in the show. We have a new chaplain on campus. We'll tell you a little bit, and you can meet him. Also, we're going to give you a construction update, and Cammie B from the sports department will be joining us on the show to talk a little bit more about the football game and other sports taking place here at West Catholic. In the meantime, it's time to get to the weekly chatter. We have a few things we want to let people know about. Mr. Fischer?
Yeah, sure. So just a reminder to everybody that we are again on a Monday schedule tomorrow, and a Friday schedule on Friday. We never do the block days the first week of school because we know that there's some adjustments to schedules and it just doesn't make sense. Next week, we go back to using the block days or utilizing block days. But remember, it's only a 4-day week. Well, we don't have to go to school on Friday. It's a nice holiday weekend, 4-day weekend. So you have that to look forward to.
One of the things I did not experience last fall because I didn't start till later in the fall was Picture Day. And I didn't realize that Picture Day here at West Catholic is also opening day, or first day of school, right?
Yes, I know, right? We kick it off right away, and we try to get things done and out of the way as best we can. It's really easy to do it on that first day rather than to piecemeal it throughout the course of a day, especially when you have high school classes and changing and different age groups together in class. So,
and I didn't realize the pictures also tie in with their IDs, and that was kind of a big project yesterday of getting everyone their IDs. So, but if you didn't get a chance to get your picture taken yesterday, or you need to retake it for whatever reason, I was retake day last year because I wasn't on staff.
You were
at the beginning of the school year. So picture retake day is October 24. So you can get more information on our website, grwestcatholic.org, or just look at the weekly chatter where there's updates every single week on things happening. We also, Mr. Fischer, have a new daycare center on campus. Got a little clip here. Let's show that here if we can. Scalabrino and I got to hang out there yesterday to see the little kids. It was during nap time that we were out there. And we got some great photos. Yes, that was just
was the video you're hoping for?
That's the video I was hoping for. Yeah, it was only 10 seconds, but I wanted to give you kind of they were napping, so we didn't want to disturb anything. But let's bring someone on the line here that knows a little bit more about this daycare. It is Cynthia Kneibel, our president and CEO. Cynthia, welcome to West Catholic Live. How you doing?
Thank you. Doing great. How about yourself?
We are doing great. We're celebrating that we have audio on this week's show. So
yay!
Yay!
That's great.
Well, you look great there in your blue and yellow in celebration of Ukrainian Day.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we just showed a little blip of the new daycare center. You've been instrumental in making this happen. I shouldn't say instrumental. You've been the person behind doing this. Can you explain a little bit why we have a daycare center on campus?
I sure can. To be honest, it's kind of been on my bucket list ever since I started as leader of the school. Yes. I think that especially as a Catholic institution, our support of families needs to be broad, and we need to help our families so that we encourage our staff to have healthy family relationships. And it was do or die this year with me retiring January 20th. But I think that we're almost at a point, certainly in Michigan, but I think it's pretty true across the nation as well. I think we're at a point where there's a daycare crisis. It's very difficult to find daycare between birth and 12 or 18 months, and there's waiting lists, and it's ridiculously expensive. And on the salaries we can afford to pay our teachers, it makes it very attractive for them to simply not to work. And we need them in the classroom, and we need them working. So last spring, I reached out to, first of all, my wonderful Jennifer Mitchell, if people out there know her, our wonderful child care coordinator, and to see if she would have an interest should I ever do this. And then I started working with the state of Michigan, making lots of phone calls, working with an organization that's called LARA, L-A-R-A, which rules the state in regard to daycare, and learned what I needed to do to set up a daycare, and we got it rolling, and we worked on it all summer. So here we are, first day of school, first day of daycare. Yesterday was a crazy day.
How many children do we have in the daycare? Does it vary each day?
Yeah, every day is different. Actually, we have six children, literally babies, I should say. Most of them are we have a 3-month-old, we have a number of 9-month-olds. We have 6 that are there 5 days a week. And we had yesterday is our big day, Tuesday. Tuesday we had 11. So, and we also offer drop-in services available. Some of our staff will be taking advantage of the drop-in services. Can you hear me? I can't hear you right now. So there you go. I can hear you now. So anyways, we're very excited to have our baby Falcons, little Falcons, looking for names to call them, but it's super fun and makes high school even just a little more crazy.
Cindy, can you tell us a little bit about switching gears a little bit? Can you tell us about the Parents Guild? Because I know there's the Parents Guild starting now and something going on next week.
Yes. First of all, for all parents, new, old, all parents who have kids here at West Catholic, we are inviting you to a welcome coffee Tuesday, August 30th, 8 to 9:45 a.m. in the morning. It's a meet and greet, and it's also the kickoff for a new group called the Parent Guild. The Parent Guild is actually a combination of our Faith Booster Club that many of you know that's been in existence for the last, maybe 5 or 6 years. And we used to have a parent club that disappeared a little bit. We've molded the two ideas to broaden the expanse of the faith boosters so that this is a parent guild where all parents are welcome. And we certainly would like to journey together as parents of high school kids that share a lot of the same issues as they raise their kids. So please join us for coffee. It's in the Duba Lecture Hall. And if you'd like to stay, we have our first all-school mass afterwards at 10:10 or 10:20. Tony can correct me on that, in the cafetorium. And we would love to have you stay and join us if you have time to do that as well.
That's great.
Yeah, it really is. And it's exciting that we're combining those things, right? We know, and we preach all the time, the parents are the primary educators. We want to look for as many ways as possible to include them in everything that we do. And, faith is the big component that separates us from the traditional schools. And so to combine our parents' involvement with our faith, it's a big deal in helping with the success of West Catholic. So I'm glad we're doing it. And I look forward to seeing everybody next week, Tuesday, both for coffee and mass.
All right. Thank you, Cindy, for your time.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Thanks, Cindy.
Bye-bye.
We should mention that speaking of mass, and I'm going to kind of go off script here a little bit.
That's all right.
We have a new chaplain on board.
We do have a new chaplain, and boy, he has a great smile, and he's always smiling, and it's good to see him in the hallways. He was here yesterday. I saw him here Monday, and I'm excited for him to have an impact on our students, especially being an alum.
Yeah, an alum. He's a great. I hate to use the word kid, but but I love what you said about his smile. He does have one of those smiles. You're just like, it's inviting. You want to go talk to him, right?
Yeah.
So we recently, Miss Galbrino and I, our communications director, we were out at gift days for the seniors this summer. And while we were there, we took a little video to introduce not only Father David, but also talk a little bit more to Father Andrew. So here's that video right now.
Hi friends, my name is Father Andrew. I am one of the chaplains here at West. So whenever you see a guy walking around with a collar like this, that means I'm here as someone you can talk to, someone who can help advise you if you need any advice. If you want to go to confession or something like that, or have any questions about the Catholic faith more generally, I'm here for that. So it'll be good. I'll be here every Friday at West, and I'll also help out with the masses on Tuesdays. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Father David Saha, graduated from West Catholic in 2014. I'm here with the seniors at the Gift Day Retreat, Camp Blodgett. So excited to be able to serve all these students and all y'all that are going to be coming into West Catholic in the fall. Part of my role as chaplain of West Catholic is to be able to help y'all grow in your relationship to God. The reality is each one of our hearts was made for that love that God has for us. And I want to be there to be able to encourage you, to be able to remind you, to be able to just help you to recognize that and to allow it to bring you into college with firm foundations in the love that God has for you. So I'll be around on Tuesdays. If you want confession, you want to just talk, you want to just hang out, grab a Coke or a Sprite from the fridge, whatever. Feel free to stop by. I'd love to meet y'all. So again, my name is Father David Saha. I'm looking forward to serving you.
I think when Natalie saw this video, she's like, I want one of those Sprites. I want a Coke from his fridge. Where's this at?
It was funny to see, he really took ownership of the office that he shares with Father Andrew, and they got some new furniture, and he put a rug in there, and they put a medium-sized refrigerator in there. So we'll see. I'll go get a Sprite myself, maybe, or a Coke. But, as Father mentioned, he's here to help the students, and you can encourage your kids to come early or stay later on Tuesdays. He'll hear confession. So that's an awesome opportunity already right off the get-go.
Yeah, looking forward to spending more time with both of them. Another person I've been spending a lot of time with this summer, Mr. Fischer, is Jan Beertice. He is the project manager for our on-site project manager for Rockford Construction. Now, this video is a little loud. I'm going to warn you right now. So only because when you're on a construction site, You have to go really loudly, you know, and wear a hard hat. So here's kind of a construction update from Jan Beertheis.
Hey everyone, John Gonzalez here from West Catholic High School, and I'm on the tennis courts, hopefully open this September. Let's check in with Jan Beertheis from Rockford Construction for an update of today's construction progress. Jan, how you doing?
I'm doing good, sir. How you doing today, John?
Good. Let's get an update on what's happening here.
Good. So we're taking the next step for the tennis court slabs. This is a shot blast machine. It's like pretty much a sand blaster on wheels. So that'll prep the surface for the coatings. So it'll shot blast all these courts. These two are going to be done tomorrow. Those two the next day. And then they'll come in behind about a little less than a week later, and they're going to start the coating and striping.
Pretty soon?
Yes. So we're making good progress.
Great progress. And what's going on with the football field and the bleachers?
Bleachers assembly will be 90% complete by the end of this week. And then next week it'll roll into just a little bit more odds and ends. And then we're going to be doing the electrical and lighting and those types of things underneath it. We got a little more concrete to pour and then some ADA handicap ramps to go in.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jan.
You betcha.
Like I said, I've been getting to know him, hanging out with him. We text each other now. He's like
John's a great guy. He did the MAC too, and I enjoyed seeing him when we were here all summer long, and they were working in this space.
So I think you know this, Mr. Fisher, but at some point this summer, I ran into Coach Landon Grove, our new head football coach, and he's been inviting me to their events and their camps, and learning more about the program. And I'm here all the time. He's a teacher, right?
He is.
He's a teacher this fall for us, and he's like, I want to do a podcast if you have time. And I'm like, sure, I have time. Great. So we recorded it on Monday, I want to say, and it dropped Monday night.
Yep.
And the full podcast is available on the West Catholic Football page, but it's out there. So if you want to listen to the whole podcast, you can. But I thought I would grab a little video from the podcast. Now, we were recording for podcast only, so it wasn't meant to be video. So, but anyway, I thought just give you a little snippet of Coach Landon Grove. He talks a little bit about Friday's game, which is at Hope College against Edwardsburg, a worthy opponent. So here's a little clip from Coach Landon Grove about what you can expect from Friday's game. Coach, I've been doing some research, and I didn't realize your schedule. It's a tough one. I mean, you guys have one of the toughest schedules in the state of Michigan for Division VI.
Yeah, and there's a ranking system that came out, whether it's legitimate or not, I don't know, but we got ranked as the hardest schedule in our division by quite a bit, which we're excited about it. We embrace it. I think it's to prepare us for the long haul of the season. For us, as we've always said, we want to be the best, so let's play some of the best competition we can find in the state.
I mean, do you expect a high-scoring affair, or do you expect a kind of a 14-7 game?
Well, I'll tell you this, but I don't think anyone on the staff is going to be mad if we win 2-0 or if we win 100-99. So however we have to find a way to get a win is what we're going to do. It's hard to predict. It's hard to predict because with the way the type of offense they run, they're going to control the clock and control the ball. And so the possessions might be limited. But I think both teams have the ability to score fast too. So it's one of those things where the game's going to dictate itself. And, I know they're well coached enough to adjust, just like we are well coached enough to adjust to that type of play as well. So it's one of those things where it could be whoever has the ball last wins.
Yeah.
I think both teams are really good. So that's kind of how, when those matchups happen, it always seems to be, whoever's got the ball at the end of the game is going to have a good shot to win.
Well, Coach Landon, if you want to get more of that interview, check us out on our website and on our different social media platforms. Full link to the show is there where he talks more in depth about the game. And I'm excited. Are you?
For football? I'm always excited for football. Yeah. No, I'm excited for Coach Landon's podcast too. I coached football for a while before I moved into the classroom, and I love the sport. I have a son playing the sport now, and I like to hear what they have to say about what happened in the previous week, what to look forward to, and there's intricacies in that sport that are fun when they're shared. So yeah, I'm excited for it.
Good. Well, one person that is excited because he'll be there on Friday night, it's Mr. Cam Burns, our Associate Athletic Director here at West Catholic High School. Mr. Burns, how you doing?
I'm doing good, fellas. How you guys doing?
You're outside.
Good to see you. Yeah.
I am. I wanted to enjoy some clouds, some good weather, and I saw the construction video happening, and I thought, hey, what's going on? Like, look at those beautiful bleachers.
Ah, very nice. Good call.
Right?
I like it.
So just a little sneak peek there. But yeah, glad to be back on West Catholic Live.
You were a regular last season, season 2. We're still going to have you on. We have more news to reveal about what you have planned for the West Catholic sports community in a couple of weeks here. But in the meantime, we mentioned Friday's football game at Hope College. Can you give us the details? What time is the game? How to get tickets? Where do I park? All that information.
Absolutely. So stay tuned on our social media page. It's West Catholic Sports. You'll have an update on that, but a quick other update here. We have, so it's at Hope College, 7 p.m. It's kickoff, and then national anthem actually at 6:55. So that's always a shivering moment for everybody. So let the nerves settle. So be there at least to see national anthem, and then you can get your tickets at the gate. $5 exact cash only would be preferred. That way you can speed up that line a little bit here. They don't have, unfortunately, there's some Wi-Fi issues that's happening. So they don't have credit card there for gate, but they will for concessions and everything else that's going to be inside the stadium. In regards of parking, like I mentioned, there's going to be a post coming out here actually in a couple hours where you can see where VIP passes will be accepted and normal parking will be. So we have that all put out there for you guys, and you will be able to just read that post and we'll be good.
That's great. I mean, I can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. I think it'll be awesome to be at that venue, which I believe is fairly new for them, if not brand new. And so it'll be exciting to see our guys go out there on that field. I don't like the orange and blue being that Edwardsburg's those colors, but it'll be fun still, I think, for the guys especially.
Cam, I know we have other sports taking place this fall. Many have already started competing as early as this Monday, right?
Yeah, I mean, everyone has had a event so far, so that's pretty cool. I got to cover a couple soccer games and volleyball thus far. I know Megan has gotten out to some of our golf matches already, and we're in full swing. We've been doing well, and obviously we like to win, so there's been some really good wins on our end the past 2 weeks here. So definitely full swing of things, and really looking forward to the rest of the year, which kind of leads to future updates right here, Gonzo. You can get your future updates. So we actually have an awesome co-host in Emma Christian. We're actually going to start our own podcast, Fly High Sports, so where you can get all of your updates for every sport, and have different guests that will come. I have a vision to bring in, some college coaches to come and speak upon what do they look for college recruits, and just different things, different outlooks on what everyone's interested in, of course, right?
Fly High Sports podcast and show. Can't wait for the debut of that. Folks, it'll be coming out in a couple of weeks, I would imagine. But Cam Burns, thank you so much for joining West Catholic Live today.
Thanks for having me, guys.
There he is, Kimmy B.
And for those of you who don't know, we did his roles changed a little bit from just working in the athletic department and scheduling and ticket takers and volunteers and stuff. And he's doing a lot more communications and marketing for the athletic department, celebrating all the sports, all the accomplishments. It's really hard for some of our sports to have the resources to celebrate their athletes. And so we wanted to designate somebody to take on that role. If you have ideas or thoughts, you're welcome to pass those off to Cam or anyone here. And, we're going to do our best to showcase the excellence that takes place down in that wing of our building. So
I know we talked a little bit about sports here toward the end of the show, but I tell you, we also have an incredible band program. And I know Darren Laprise is excited. I went to band practice a couple nights ago and just saw them. They're there. It was 8:00 at night. They were still out on that practice field working on their show.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's a perfectionist. He takes great pride in the band, but he expects excellence, and that takes a certain amount of work.
I just can't wait for Friday night to see the whole community come out and rally around not only football, but rally around the community that is West Catholic.
Yeah, it's always a fun time. Beginning of the year, football season, first football game. It is often a big event to bring the community together. So.
All right. Thanks again for watching West Catholic Live. If you want to get the full podcast, it'll be up later tonight, I would think. Just go to wherever you get your favorite podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and you'll find West Catholic Live there if you want to listen to the whole thing. Or podcasts from the summer or last year, because we've been putting out podcasts for a while now.
There's a library now of full of them, and again, appreciate Jeff Bailey and Natalie Scalabrino behind the glass, helping us out in our new studio, get some sound. And don't forget all those social media channels. We're going to communicate as best we can, but it's always good to have those things on your devices so that you can see quick announcements or something cool going on.
Sounds good. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you soon.
See you next week.